Just watching day baseball. I had the Cubs on. I had geez, all of them I think were on. So pretty excited about daytime baseball.
Yeah, daytime baseball is great, except when the Wi-Fi goes down. You got to go
Oh,
back and
well, that's
redo
true.
everything individually, right? Got to go back and find the channels, and there you go. So here I know I got half.
Oh,
It's
geez.
funny about I got like
I'm still old school.
two,
I'm on
four,
cable.
six, seven. I got 8 monitors going. So when the Wi-Fi went down, I had 6 go down. Two of them
Right.
came back to life. I don't know how that happened, but I wish they all would. But then I have to go through and manually do this, pushing all these buttons here to get the MLB back up and whatever all my other sources where these games come in. But anyway, we go to the Reds and Braves tonight. Good pitching matchup tonight. Well, at least we got the big guy up here for the Braves, and Spencer Strider facing Cincinnati. As we can see here, as you expect with Strider on the mound, big favorite here, 267 total of 8.
Yeah, so the Braves here are winners of their last five versus the National League here. The Reds have given the Braves a little bit of a run for their money here as of late, but have coming up just short. Still, usually, or I guess they have been covering the run line here in their last couple games. But it's one of those that this Braves starting pitching is pretty strong here. If I kind of take a look at where the Reds have scored, they are one of these teams that tend to score in like the eighth inning. If you take a look back versus the Braves here in the last two, they've scored multiple runs in the eighth inning each game, but not so much here in those early innings. They did get a couple runs in the fourth yesterday, but again, it's one of those that they seem to be a team that just likes to go ahead and strike late here as of late. And that's something that you just can't do here against Spencer Strider. You have to try to get out after him here, pretty early. And this Rays team notoriously has had a little bit of trouble here versus Spencer Strider. Strider has a 50% K rate right now, a .039 batting average here versus this Reds team. And then the Braves, lineup. I think they're just going to give Hunter Green here a little bit of trouble here too, especially with the way he's kind of been struggling a little bit lately. I think he, shows some promise every once in a while because he throws really hard. He has a 20% K rate, which is, a little bit above average here. But yet, if I take a look at where he is batting average wise, he gives up a .479 batting average here versus the Braves, and then a .768 slugging percentage. And that's the thing with the Braves. You can't allow these additional batters to get any more base hits than what they need here. So I'm just going to go ahead and take a look at, since this Reds team, they have been scoring in the late innings. I'm going to go ahead and just do a first five here. I'm taking Spencer Strider, first five. I'll give up the half a run and take the Braves here today. First five, minus a half run at minus 155.
All right, Mindy says go ahead and lay the half run. First five, we do document first five on our website at tonyspeaks.com. First five, so you're going to lay the half run at minus 155, meaning the Braves have to be up by 1 run or greater to win after 5 full innings. And great with this run line is the Braves do get their bats in the bottom of the fifth, unlike a
Right?
9 inning run game where they don't if they're up. But you get the full 5 at bats here for Atlanta. Yeah, Hunter Green is one of those guys that has great strikeouts, the velocity they love. But again, when you walk, last year you walked 9%. This year you're walking 15%. You're giving up part. You're giving up. Last year was his home run rate was about almost 2 home runs per 9 innings. So and when they hit him pretty well.
Well, and that's the thing too, right? If you take a look at the Braves on the offensive side, they have that high walk percentage, a lot of their batters. So that could be, because you pitch around some of those better guys, or it could just be that, the pitching isn't, it isn't where they should be when they're pitching or, when they're playing against the Braves here. It's another one of those two that Strider has the whiff rate that's a lot higher than Green too. But I think one thing that Green does for him is he does like to get out in front of batters, which is good. So he does throw strikes on 62% of his first pitches, and I think that's definitely key. But of course, the rest of the numbers don't show that he performs well. And Strider does, where again he has that higher whiff rate. He does throw the 50% K rate there as well. I just think that the Braves lineup up and down is going to be a little bit tough here today, for Hunter Green. I mean, you're kind of looking at he's facing them probably at least three times first through the first five innings there. And like Tony said, I think it's always key if you're taking a look at doing something first five to take a look at the home team there as well, where you get that additional bat.
Yep, indeed. Mindy here, Braves first five, lay the half runs, minus 155 against the Reds. And of course, this one will have a start time here of 7:20 Eastern time. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com for today's action. Of course, Mindy, as we said earlier, the Open have a fantastic record for 2023, 1,683 units of profit for tonight. Over at Tony'sPicks.com, we do have two plays here from the NBA, a few hockey, but again, lots of afternoon baseball with some in the prime time. What do you have going on over at the site?
Well, I opted to go ahead and give out my, one of my better plays in the NHL as my free play on Twitter, so you can take a look at that there. But today, it's again pretty heavy in Major League Baseball. I have a 5-pack tonight that you could go ahead and pick up. Have had a pretty nice week here, 42 and 33 this week in Major League Baseball. So it's definitely a good time to go ahead and get some winners there. Also, will be in action in the NBA. Have a couple plays for you there that you can pick up a la carte. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a little bit for everyone here today with my packages, and you can think about getting something a little bit longer term here, more like the 7-day. Monthly pass, something like that, get you the bigger bang for your buck, because we want you to go ahead and put more money into your pocket and pay less per play from someone like me out there promoting my picks. And then, of course, make sure you use the promo code TonyT at checkout, which can put even more cash in your pocket. So don't forget, and you can use it every time.
That's right. You can use that as well. 20% off those packages. Of course, you can use that promo code TonyT at checkout. Access the page. Click the link you see in the description, and you'll land right on Mindy's handicapper page. When you do that, the promo code will save you 20% off. Of course, as Mindy mentioned, her plays today, 5-pack here from baseball, a best bet from the NBA. So get on board. But the best values are these plays here that are long-term passes. That 1-month pass will get you all of Mindy's premium plays for 30 days. All her baseball, all her NBA postseason as well. That'll take you well into the first 2 rounds of the NBA playoffs, as well as NHL. Get your first 2 rounds of NHL playoffs. NHL playoffs begin on Monday. So head to head, around the same time here. I don't remember when in without disrupted seasons when the NHL playoffs started after the NBA playoffs. This is the first time in my lifetime I think this has ever happened. I know the NHL always try to get a week up on the NBA, but these aren't playoffs for the NBA. These are play-in rounds. So the NHL will be on par here with the NBA as we go to the middle of June here, when all these playoffs are over here from these two sports. So get on board. And I also want to make note here on these long-term passes. These whether if you get a 3-day, a 7-day, a 30-day, or 1 year. It also includes the late steam plays, which are plays that we allow our handicappers on our site to post plays in late, which is no other site does because they want their plays. We're like everybody else. We want the member plays in at 11 a.m. Eastern time. That just seems to be industry standard as a courtesy to the subscribers, right? Have the plays in at a consistent time as a courtesy. If you want these customers to come back and renew, and you don't get renews, you know why? Because you're not putting in plays at a static time, which they want. So they've told us that. I want the plays. I don't want to have to. But we're adding another feature for you here is we're adding a late steam play. We allow the cappers to post plays within 5 minutes and 2 hours before game time, and those are flagged on our ticker. You'll see them as late steam, and for long-term customers, those plays are emailed directly to your inbox using the email that you use to sign up for the service. So only on the late steam, not on all the plays, just the late steam plays are emailed to you. So if Mindy sees something she likes between 10 minutes and 2 hours for game time, she can put it in the system, be monitored for it. It does track in the system as a late steam. And then if you signed up for her long-term pass, that comes into through the email. So check your email around game times if there's any late steam coming in. And of course, these long-term passes, use that promo code TonyT at checkout. They'll save an additional 20% off. Right, Mindy, you mentioned the Twitter account. There's a play up there. And of course, we can find you on Discord and Morning Steam. Back at it today.
That's right. So find us on the morning steam every Wednesday through Monday at 8 a.m., where you can get, caught up on what happened the night before in play and what's coming up here for today. Off another good show. We had lots of new people, right? We love it when we get new people to come into the show and hang out and comment. It makes it a lot more fun for us when we have the interaction, and then you guys don't just totally get bored of just me and Ramon here the whole time. But it's a place where we can go ahead and gain consensus. We can go over injury reports. We can get that steam, and then we can also just kind of hang out with like-minded, people in the morning with our favorites, caffeinated drink. But yeah, we're having a good time doing it, and we're glad that we have so many people that like to come and follow. So yeah, make sure you don't miss out anything, because it's all important news. So make sure you get out there early in the AM. And then, yes, you can find us in Discord as well, right? Where we continue the conversation. We have lots of folks in there that put up, their reasoning, why they like the play that they do. It's kind of like they gain more consensus in the Discord there as well. And you'll also get additional news, same game parlays, player props, a whole bunch of fun stuff that we don't always cover just here on our live shows, right? A little bit more in depth and some more of the little fun stuff that you can do via the betting world. So, again, sign up for Discord, totally free. Again, you get to kind of hang out. I think the best part is like-minded folks that are just like you, that are, trying to make a buck out there and beat Vegas over the long run. So we're having a lot of fun doing it, and I think this is another way to have a little bit more fun throughout the day as well. And then you can get all the Scotch locks in there also, so don't miss out on those either.
Yeah, exclusive Scotch locks in there as well. In the Discord, follow the link you see there in the description for Discord, and you'll be able to sign up there in there free of charge. Take part in the bidding community there. A lot of great like-minded individuals, and we only advertise this on our live show, so you'll see a lot of familiar faces that you see on our live chat who contribute. Guys like Blake in there as well, Butterscotch. Yep. A lot of our Latifa will make appearances in there as well, so you guys check it out there over there in the Discord. Of course, you'll see some of our folks there. Like, I don't know if Lucky Power is there. Good afternoon, Lucky Power. Shout out there to Blake as well. I don't know if I've seen them. I don't know if I've seen Lucky Power there, but I've seen Blake definitely contributes there in the Discord. All right, Mindy, as always, great having you show. Continue that success, and we'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
All right, will do. Have a good one.
You got it. Mindy Hahne here on Game Day Picks. Guys, with you here on Game Day Picks Monday